All right. Now, this is a good one right here, man. I could not wait to react to this one. Highly, highly recommended. It's trending all over my feed. Been seeing this. You know, the first hour got posted. Been seeing it, man. Highly recommended. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. I hope you all are healthy and well. Thank you, all my new supporters, for joining us today. Original video link will be down below in the description. Ladies and gentlemen, today we'll be reacting to and listening to King Charles III addressing U.S. Congress. Now, this is the full speech. How long is it? 34 minutes and 9 seconds. I'm not wasting no time.
Mr. Speaker, Their Majesty's King Charles III.
You know how peaceful it must be to hear a speech? All this madness going on, I've been waiting to hear some type of peaceful speech. Watch how humane this sounds. Watch how humane he probably sounds and calm. Bring us back, King Charles. Bring us back, please, please, please. I love
Mr. Speaker, Their Majesty's King Charles III and Queen Camilla.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're about to go on that podium and put the U.S. Congress in check. In the most politeful manner. Highly respectable man right here. Yes, we're gonna keep applauding. Keep look. Highly respectable man right here. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like, when do we stop applauding, you know? Nah, for real, I want to see him put the U.S. Congress in check. I've been waiting on this. You guys didn't even have to tell me to react to this, because we was gonna get to it regardless. I can't be serious. I gotta stop being like this, bro. Why every time it's something serious, I gotta find something, bro. You see these two people right here? Look, this is not me making fun or bashing. I'm not doing none of that, guys. You know, Strac do not make fun of or bash nobody or anything. But like, everybody clapping for so long. Is it me or like, you think they was trying to play it off? You think it felt awkward, like, oh, the cameras is on us or something? Like, you know how you try to just talk to somebody? You go awkward, like you don't know what to do next, blah, blah, blah. You laugh, and you get to clap it again. Maybe it's just me. I gotta stop being like this, man. Oh, man. I gotta stop. Shout out to everybody that came to this speech. How you get in this? You need tickets or something? Like, how can you get in here? How can you get in here?
Members of Congress, I have the high privilege and distinct honor.
This is all Congress right here? Where was this held? I should have did some background. I should have did some background research before we started this. Where was this held? Because I seen the clips and everything. It was in NYC and everything. If I remember, I'll look it up.
Members of Congress, I have the high privilege and distinct honor of presenting to you His Majesty Charles III.
Man, I really gotta look it up, man. Like, it deep down inside, it's like, oh man, it's tearing me apart. I gotta know where this was. Where was King Charles III's most recent speech held? Oh, almost had a crazy tongue twister right there. I tried to say recent and it didn't want to come out of my mouth. The House of Representatives chamber at the U.S. Capitol in Washington, D.C. Okay, I was off. I was completely off. I'm glad I looked that up. Let's proceed.
Mr. Vice President, Mr. Speaker, members of Congress, representatives of the American people across all states, territories, cities, and communities. I would like, if I may, to take this opportunity to express my particular gratitude to you all for the great honor of addressing this joint meeting of Congress, and on behalf of the Queen and myself, to thank the American people for welcoming us to the United States to mark this semi-quincentennial year of the Declaration of Independence. And for all of that time, aren't you lucky? And for all of that time, our destinies as nations have been interlinked. As Oscar Wilde said, we have really everything in common with America nowadays, except, of course, language. So, ladies and gentlemen, we meet in times of great uncertainty, in times of conflict from Europe to the Middle East, which pose immense challenges for the international community and whose impact is felt in communities the length and breadth of our own countries. We meet, too, in the aftermath of the incident not far from this great building that sought to harm the leadership of your nation and to foment wider fear and discord. Let me say with unshakable resolve, such acts of violence will never succeed. Whatever our differences, whatever disagreements we may have, we stand united in our commitment to uphold democracy, to protect all our people from harm, and to salute the courage of those who daily risk their lives in the service of our countries. Right. Standing here today, it is hard not to feel the weight of history on my shoulder, because the modern relationship between our two nations and our own peoples spans not merely 250 years, but over 4 centuries. It is extraordinary to think that I am the 19th in our line of sovereigns to study with daily attention the affairs of America. So I come here today with the highest respect for the United States Congress, this citadel of democracy created to represent the voice of all American people to advance sacred rights and freedoms. Speaking in this renowned chamber of debate and deliberation, I cannot help but think of my late mother, Queen Elizabeth, who in 1991 was also afforded this signal honor and similarly spoke under the watchful eye of the Statue of Freedom above us. Today, I am here on this great occasion in the life of our nations to express the highest regard and friendship of the British people to the people of the United States. Now, as you may know, when I address my own Parliament at Westminster, we still follow an age-old tradition and take a Member of Parliament hostage, holding him or her at Buckingham Palace until I am safely returned. These days, we look after our guests rather well, to the point that they often do not want to leave. I don't know, Mr. Speaker, if there were any volunteers for that role here today. As I look back across the centuries, Mr. Speaker, there emerge certain patterns, certain self-evident truths from which we can learn and draw mutual strength. With the spirit of 1776 in our minds, we can perhaps agree that we do not always agree, at least in the first instance. Indeed, the very principle on which your Congress was founded, no taxation without representation, was at once a fundamental disagreement between us, and at the same time a shared democratic value which you inherited from us. Ours is a partnership born out of dispute, but no less strong for it. So perhaps in this example, we can discern that our nations are in fact instinctively like-minded, a product of the common democratic, legal, and social traditions in which our governance is rooted to this day. Drawing on these values and traditions, time and again, our two countries have always found ways to come together.
That's right.
And by Jove, Mr. Speaker, when we have found that way to agree, what great change is brought about, not just for the benefit of our peoples, but of all peoples. This, I believe, is the special ingredient in our relationship. As President Trump himself observed during his state visit to Britain last autumn, the bond of kinship and identity between America and the United Kingdom is priceless and eternal. It is irreplaceable and unbreakable. Mr. Speaker, this is by no means my first visit to Washington, D.C., the capital of this great republic. It is, in fact, my 20th visit to the United States and my first as King and head of the Commonwealth. This is a city which symbolizes a period in our shared history, or what Charles Dickens might have called a tale of two Georges.
Yeah, it is kind of rough. I know. I feel like the U.S. got a relationship like that with everybody, though. You know? Oh, goodness.
This is a city which symbolizes a period in our shared history, or what Charles Dickens might have called a tale of two Georges.
Bro, we know, because the history is deep, okay? We weren't always friends now. The UK, let's just say the UK tolerates us now. Before, if we would have did this BS that, we're doing now to the UK back in them times, they would have came back over here again, man. And did you know what? Again. And again and again and again and again and again. Bro, I don't know. Yeah. It's not even really funny, but like when you really think about it, it's like, in reality, that's how it really would have went down. The U.S. was never really the big dog. Never was really that country that was so powerful. You could just do whatever you want. It didn't matter about the numbers or the money. The UK has proven that various times to our country. But it's a great relationship, though. Great relationship. And it'd be weird some of the greatest relationships, bro, y'all start out enemies. Man, it'd be weird, bro. The greatest relationships. Some of the coolest people I ever met in my life. We came off with, like, first impression wise, was horrible. It was like we just came off too strong with each other. It just didn't work out, you know? And then we end up being best friends. Like, situations like that, you know? Because you truly get to know them and come to an understanding. Rather than bickering your differences and this and that. Let's truly get to know each other. We may like each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of relationship we got.
Period in our shared history. Or what Charles Dickens might have called a tale of two Georges.
Accurate.
The first president, George Washington, and my 5 times great-grandfather, King George III. King George, as you know, never set foot in America, and please rest assured, ladies and gentlemen, I am not here as part of some cunning rearguard action. The founding fathers were bold and imaginative rebels with a cause. 250 years ago, or as we say in the United Kingdom, just the other day, they declared independence. By balancing contending forces and drawing strength in diversity, they united 13 disparate colonies to forge a nation on the revolutionary idea of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. They carried with them and carried forward the great inheritance of the British Enlightenment, as well as the ideals which had an even deeper history in English common law and Magna Carta. These roots run deep, and they are still vital. Our Declaration of Rights of 1689 was not only the foundation of our constitutional monarchy, but also provided the source of so many of the principles reiterated, often verbatim, in the American Bill of Rights of 1791. And those roots go even further back in history. The US Supreme Court Historical Society has calculated that Magna Carta is cited in at least 160 Supreme Court cases since 1789, not least as the foundation of the principle that executive power is subject to checks and balances.
Like, I should be standing up every time they clap it. Should I stand up and clap or something? Like, stand up? Like, I'm gonna be out the frame though. I'm gonna be right here. You know? I'll move back and get to clapping. That way I can like join along with everybody. I feel left out.
This is the reason why there stands a stone by the River Thames at Runnymede, where Magna Carta was signed in the year 1215. This stone records that an acre of that ancient and historic site was given to the United States of America by the people of the United Kingdom to symbolize our shared resolve in support of liberty and in memory of President John F. Kennedy. Distinguished members of the 119th Congress, it is here in these very halls that this spirit of liberty and the promise of America's founders is present in every session and every vote cast, not by the will of one, but by the deliberation of many, representing the living mosaic of the United States. In both of our countries, it is the very fact of our vibrant, diverse, and free societies that gives us our collective strength, including to support victims of some of the ills that so tragically exist in both our societies today. And, Mr. Speaker, for many here, and for myself, the Christian faith is a firm anchor and daily inspiration that guides us, not only personally, that guides us not only personally, but together as members of our community. Having devoted a large part of my life to interfaith relationships and greater understanding, it is that faith in the triumph of light over darkness which I have found confirmed countless times. Through it, I am inspired by the profound respect that develops as people of different faiths grow in their understanding of each other. It is why, it is my hope, my prayer, that in these turbulent times, working together and with our international partners, we can stem the beating of plowshares into swords.
Yep.
I am mindful that we are still in the season of Easter, the season that most strengthens my hope. It is why I believe with all my heart that the essence of our two nations is a generosity of spirit and a duty to foster compassion, to promote peace, to deepen mutual understanding, and to value all people of all faiths and of none.
Respect. Absolutely. Absolutely. Who are we? You know what I'm saying? Who are we as people to judge and
The alliance that our two nations have built over the centuries, and for
But at the same time, he's pointing out a lot of issues on the low, you know, directed towards the U.S. Congress on the low. So if they're listening and catching on, they are understanding the things I hear talking about that are issues, things that were self-driven within like the United States, U.S. Congress, you know, not really sticking to the policies, should I say, the rules, the original rules, you know, tweaking things, you know, being unfair to the people. He's basically calling all of it out, but he's doing it in a structured way. He's not basically saying U.S. Congress, da-da-da-da-da. You know how Trump would do it. Nobody's like Trump. Trump go get on the podium and get to talking reckless in this room. You know him. He's doing it more in an intellectual, respectable way. That's why he said in the beginning, I'm saying this with almost respect. I'm coming here with nothing but respect for the United States, the U.S. Congress. You know what I'm saying? This is all the truth. Hopefully we can see some true changes after this, though, you know, within a lot of things within the United States.
alliance that our two nations have built over the centuries, and for which we are profoundly grateful to the American people, is truly unique. And that alliance is part of what Henry Kissinger described as Kennedy's soaring vision of an Atlantic partnership based on twin pillars, Europe and America. That partnership, I believe, Mr. Speaker, is more important today than it has ever been. The first reigning British sovereign to set foot in America was my grandfather, King George VI. He visited in 1939 with my beloved grandmother, Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother. The forces of fascism in Europe were on the march, and sometime before the United States had joined us in the defense of freedom, our shared values prevailed. Today, we find ourselves in a new era, but those values remain. It is an era that is in many ways more volatile and more dangerous than the world to which my late mother spoke in this chamber in 1991. The challenges we face are too great for any one nation to bear alone. But in this unpredictable environment, our alliance cannot rest on past.
Unpredictable environment. We all are searching for some type of trust, fair business and everything. We're all just trying to fluctuate, keep our economy stable, so everybody can have housing, jobs. Nobody's in debt. We could get these projects going, education system a little better, get the kids some more books or dictionaries or something. Get them a British dictionary instead. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't give them the U.S. one. Do not give them the U.S. one, bro. It don't got all the words in it. Trust me, I looked it up. It don't got all the words in it. But a lot of stuff like that, man. This unpredictable environment we are living in. One day, it's all right. The next day we wake up, we got to find out the new information, the new news on Twitter before it hit the podium. We're like, wait, whoa. What you mean? Now we got to wait for him to get to the podium and talk about it. Too unpredictable, Rational decisions. So it's like, what are our allies supposed to do? Retrieve, run, help themselves, fend for themselves. Because when you're dealing with somebody that's manipulative, a liar, unpredictable like the U.S., that's the best option. You save yourself. No matter how much you love the country, you save yourself. Facts. I feel like I'm about to give one of my examples again, like I always do, but I feel like people are going to be like, oh, here we go. Okay, look, on my young people, on my men or on my women, say you messing with your partner cheat on you, but you love them so much though, but they disrespected you and they violated you, right? And they broke that trust, right? They had no respect regarding to you or how it could potentially affect you or your family or anybody that knew you was all in a relationship and everything. You see what I'm saying? So are you just gonna believe everything they say to you now, even though they've been lying, deceiving you, cheating you out? Are you truly going to believe everything that they say? Are you going to want to continue business or just life or be around that person? Even if you did love them deep down, aren't you gonna have second thoughts like, they did snake me once? It's truly like unforgettable. They snake you once, it's over, right? You're like, I don't know if I could ever let go of that. Like, you can forgive and okay, but don't mean you forget. Like, I don't know. You can forgive and accept, but don't mean you forget. Stuff like that, And that's literally what all the other countries are doing. Because the U.S. is unreliable, unpredictable, not loyal, It's a snake. So I hope that explanation, help my young people out watching this video, trying to stay up to date and everything. I really do appreciate you guys for actually, staying in tune for real. Well, everybody, everybody.
This chamber in 1991.
Hopefully I help some people.
My late mother spoke in this chamber in 1991. The challenges we face are too great for any one nation to bear alone. But in this unpredictable environment, our alliance cannot rest on past achievements or assume that foundational principles simply endure. As my Prime Minister said last month, ours is an indispensable partnership. We must not disregard everything that has sustained us for the last 80 years. Instead, we must build on it.
You must build on it. Act on it. Stop ignoring the rules and stuff, because now the United States is rambunctious. People are doing what they want. It seems like our government is doing what they want. We got the ICE running around doing what they want. Bro, we already got gangs and stuff doing what they want. What the, like, we can't escape. We can't go nowhere. We're supposed to be building. This society, this country is supposed to become more and more strict every year, as a matter of fact. How about that? It's not. Every year it get worse and worse. Worse and worse, bro.
Last
I
80
feel like
years. Instead, we must build on it. Renewal.
Real talk. Build on it, man. Real talk.
Renewal today starts with security. The United Kingdom recognizes that the threats we face demand a transformation in British defense. That is why our country, in order to be fit for the future, has committed to the biggest sustained increase in defense spending since the Cold War, during part of which, over 50 years ago, I served with immense pride in the Royal Navy, following in the naval footsteps of my father, Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, my grandfather, King George VI, my great-uncle, Lord Mountbatten, and my great-grandfather, King George V. This year, of course, also marks the 25th anniversary of 9/11. This atrocity was a defining moment for America, and your pain and shock were felt around the whole world. During my visit to New York, my wife and I will again pay our respects to the victims, the families, and the bravery shown in the face of terrible loss. We stood with you then, and we stand with you now in solemn remembrance of a day that shall never be forgotten. In the immediate aftermath of 9/11, when NATO invoked Article 5 for the first time, and the United Nations Security Council was united in the face of terror, we answered the call together, as our people have done so for more than a century, shoulder to shoulder through 2 world wars, the Cold War, Afghanistan, and moments that have defined our shared security. Today, Mr. Speaker, that same unyielding resolve is needed for the defense of Ukraine and her most courageous people. It is needed in order to secure a truly just and lasting peace. From the depths of the Atlantic to the disastrously melting ice caps of the Arctic, the commitment and expertise of the United States Armed Forces and its allies lie at the heart of NATO, pledged to each other's defense, protecting our citizens and interests, keeping North Americans and Europeans safe from our common adversaries. Our defense, intelligence, and security ties are hardwired together through relationships measured not in years, but in decades. Today, thousands of US service personnel, defense officials, and their families are stationed in the United Kingdom, as British personnel serve with equal pride across 30 American states. We are building F-35s together, and we have agreed the most ambitious submarine program in history, AUKUS.
Yep. Yeah, here it's just like...
The most ambitious submarine program. 35s together. We are building F-35s together, and we have agreed the most ambitious submarine program in history, AUKUS.
Basically, what I was going to say before, when the United States is in a relationship, well, why am I putting it that way? When a relationship is doing business with another country and we are actually acting like allies and not bickering, it really shows the greatest of both countries when we really clash and combine. Very neutral, like when the US works with the UK, when we work with Australia, when we work with Canada. Guys, it's unstoppable. And I'm pretty sure you guys can say the same. You know, like when we finally do agree and we get together, man, it's great. It's amazing. Just want that security, you know? Just want to make sure you're good, though. Not all things are great if you are being a snake. You're not following the rules within your country. You know, you're treating the people poorly. You're treating your allies poorly. You're so unpredictable and in denial with what you got going on. It's kind of scary because it's like, yo, they might turn on us next. What's going to happen? Or, you know, like it's always something new every day. I'm getting ready to react to another video of King Charles shutting down Donald Trump. A whole nother situation that happened. So he's literally putting the U.S. Congress in check in a respectful, intellectual, wise manner, should I say. I wish our leader would do that. It's this easy. It's this simple, you know? So peaceful. This is so peaceful and satisfying listening to him give this speech. Literally about to react to a whole nother video of him.
And we have agreed the most ambitious submarine program in history, AUKUS. And we are doing it in partnership with Australia, a country of which I'm also immensely proud to serve as sovereign. We do not embark on these remarkable endeavors together out of sentiment. We do so because they build greater shared resilience for the future, so making our citizens safer for generations to come. Our common ideals were not only crucial for liberty and equality, they are also the foundation of our shared prosperity. The rule of law, the certainty of stable and accessible rules, an independent judiciary resolving disputes and delivering impartial justice. These features created the conditions for centuries of unmatched economic growth in our two countries. This is why our governments are concluding new economic and technology agreements to write the next chapter of our joint prosperity and ensure that British and American ingenuity continues to lead the world.
Right.
Our nations are combining talent and resources in the technologies of tomorrow. Our new partnerships in nuclear fusion and quantum computing and in AI and drug discovery, holding the promise of saving countless lives.
Yo.
More
Do some
broadly,
research into that.
we celebrate the $430 billion in annual trade that continues to grow.
Nice.
The $1.7 trillion in mutual investment that fuels that innovation, and the millions of jobs on both sides of the Atlantic, supported across both economies. These are strong foundations on which to continue to build for generations yet unborn. Our ties in education, research, and cultural exchange empower citizens and future leaders of both countries. The Marshall Scholarship, named after the great General George Marshall, and the association of which I am so proud to be patron, are emblematic of the connection between our two countries. Since its founding, more than 2,300 scholarships have been awarded, opening doors for Americans from all walks of life to study at the United Kingdom's leading universities.
Nice.
So as we look toward the next 250 years, we must also reflect on our shared responsibility to safeguard nature, our most precious and irreplaceable asset.
Facts. Facts. Why is it that everybody has a nature countryside and this and that? Like, I be driving around, going like an hour or two out of my area. Like, guys, I be taking normal drives, like random normal drives on like a random Tuesday, Wednesday, don't matter. And I just be driving about and I be like so deep out in the countryside. I be like, I didn't even know Jersey had a countryside like this. It's beautiful. Like, I be looking at like the different type of streams, like little mini waterfalls and lakes in New Jersey. Animals, barns, like the scenery look like I'm somewhere out in like Sweden or Switzerland. I'm like, what? I'm so seeing like cottages and stuff. And it like, I literally sit there and I just be talking to the Lord like, this is so beautiful and pretty. And I'm just in Jersey right now. And it's like, you don't see a lot of that in Jersey, especially New York, unless you go upstate. But it's like, I notice our rural areas, even our suburban areas, everything is getting cut down. You know, they are putting nothing but businesses here, here, here. And it's like, I don't know. The animals have nowhere to go. You know, we literally see deers and other type of animals roaming around our shopping centers. Where you want them to go? It used to be their home. And I really be out there on that side, and it's just so beautiful. But I never see any animals. I never see any animals. And I'm like, why can't they just like take all the animals and bring them to that side over there? Like, it's beautiful, guys. Like the type of areas and things I be seeing, you wouldn't believe it's New Jersey. I'm like, what? And it really makes me wonder, like, man, what would it be like without, you know, this type of scenery? You know, seeing the wildlife and our nature. It's beautiful. Mother Nature is so beautiful, guys. And that type of stuff makes me happy and smile. I listen to music. I drive with the windows down, with a little sunroof, a little window cracked. I'll be, and no speed limit on the road neither. I feel like I'm somewhere out in the Isle of Man or something. I don't know. I'm literally like, there's no speed limit. It's nothing but road, open scenery, and it look like countryside in the UK. I'm so serious. I'm so serious. I'd be like, bro, y'all gotta keep this, you know? Okay, we got the farms and stuff, but like, don't put no stores here or nothing. I like driving in West Bumble and I don't see nothing. Nothing. No gas station, nothing. I love it. It's like, bro, this is like nature. It's beautiful. I'm sorry to go on a rant, but like, yes, save the nature. The UK, beautiful sceneries, nature. You guys love it. You know, you take pride in it. Same with Canada, same with Australia. Do I have to keep going down the list of countries? Why is it that we don't care? Man, these are the same people that don't even care about their homes. They ash on their home floor. They don't even care. They do all type of stuff in their home. You know, why would they care about nature? These are the people that's littering. These are the people that are literally littering. Strac don't litter. Strac do not litter. I can't even spit my gum out. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't even like spit on the ground. Something with me, bro. I don't know. Maybe it's something. I don't know. I gotta spit the bottle or something. Like, yo, this is the world we live in. Take care of it. You know? And I'll be feeling guilty, like, don't you ever do that. Come on, this is a beautiful world created for us. Don't throw that on. Don't spit, don't do that, you know? You gotta have respect, you gotta take pride in it. Now, that's just within my self-morals. Everybody else is different. Please protect the nature. Mother Nature is beautiful. Protect the animals. Serious, man. Seeing some beautiful, like, sceneries, man. Like, made me, like, tear up. Type of, like, beautiful sceneries that have made me tear up. I'm so serious. I'm not exaggerating. Ain't no shame in my game. I'm a man. Look, we all tear. We all have cried before, whatever. But like just straight up prideful tears. Like this is beautiful. Eyes watering up. Like it's a city kid, bro. I came from the city, moved to the southern. I don't get to see that type of stuff, man. I don't get to see that. I don't get to see it. I don't get to see it. I want to move out to the countryside. Protect the mother nature. You got that right, King Charles, man.
millennia before our nations existed, before any border drawn, the mountains of Scotland and Appalachia were one, a single continuous range forged in the ancient collision of continents. The natural wonders of the United States of America are indeed a unique asset, and generations of Americans have risen to this calling. Indigenous, political, and civic leaders, people in rural communities and cities alike, have all helped to protect and nurture what President Theodore Roosevelt called the glorious heritage of this land's extraordinary natural splendor, on which so much of its prosperity has always depended. Yet, even as we celebrate the beauty that surrounds us, our generation must decide how to address the collapse of critical natural systems, which threatens far more than the harmony and essential diversity of nature. We ignore at our peril the fact that these natural systems, in other words, nature's own economy, provide the foundation for our prosperity and our national security.
I like everybody rising out their seats like a wave. I thought they was about to just keep going.
The story of the United Kingdom and the United States is at its heart a story of reconciliation, renewal, and remarkable partnership. From the bitter divisions of 250 years ago, we forged a friendship that has grown into one of the most consequential alliances in human history. I pray with all my heart that our alliance will continue to defend our shared values with our partners in Europe and the Commonwealth and across the world. And that we ignore the clarion calls to become ever more inward-looking. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Vice President, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, America's words carry weight and meaning, as they have since independence. The actions of this great nation matter even more. President Lincoln understood this so well with his reflection in the magisterial Gettysburg Address, that the world may little note what we say, but will never forget what we do. And so to the United States of America, on your 250th birthday, let our two countries rededicate ourselves to each other in the selfless service of our peoples and of all the peoples of the world. God bless the United States, and God bless the United Kingdom.
This was fabulous. Wait, the video not done yet, though. Oh, it's just people clapping. Okay. This was a fabulous speech, man, reacting to King Charles III addressing U.S. Congress. His full speech, man. Can you guys please share your honest thoughts and opinions? Anything you would like to include on top of this fabulous speech down below in the comments. You know, anything you had on your mind, or if you wanted to point out anything he said, or make a statement, make a reference, towards anything that was in his speech, please let us know in the comments down below if there was anything that you would like to point out, simply just because you want to, something that should be bolded and pinned in the comment or something. Let me know. Hopefully it'll catch my attention. Can everybody please like each other's comments and stuff? That way we know, like, all right, this is the one I need to pin right here, man. This was one of those ones right here. Highly, highly recommend it, like I said, but I seen it trending on my feed. But I really want to know what your honest thoughts are. This is a good, satisfying speech that I was looking forward towards, I love listening to King Charles speeches. I love listening to Mark Carney. Trump And it's a pleasure, you know? So therefore, I hope, you know, the US makes a change. I hope they take his words into consideration, you know, and decide, you know, he is right. We do need to make some changes. Maybe we do need to grow up on certain aspects, be more loyal, more trusting when it comes to business and our allies. There's so much damage that it's so hard to be undone. But like he has said, like King Charles has said, throughout our times in history, we still some way, somehow find a way to be, you know, communed, you know, with one another. And we make the best of the best, and we become the best of the best when we are together, you know? We just got to get out of these rugged times, these toxic times that we are in right now. And once all of this, I don't want to say blows over or goes through, because there's been a lot of threats, a lot of disrespect. There's been too much controversy between the US and other countries. It's like to the point that all the other countries are in cahoots. And like, wait a minute, they doing that to you too? They doing that to me too? Well, how come we don't just work together? And that's what's going on, you know? And everybody's finding a way of how to manage and keep their countries, their economies secure without the US. So I feel that we should change something very fast, very soon, because we've never been that powerful. We've never been, you know? A lot of people have been showing us mercy. They've been wanting to work with us. They did it out of the love. They wanted to, you know? We are ruining that. Please share your honest thoughts and opinions. How did you feel about King Charles III's speech? All my British people, all my Americans, or if you simply come from another country, you know, out and abroad, please, I would love to hear your honest thoughts. Well, I'm pretty sure we would all love to hear your honest thoughts, you know? I love reading the comments and hearing what everyone has to say. You guys tend to point out a lot of things that aren't included in videos as well. And I'm like, well, why didn't I think of that? Are you kidding me? That's so simple. Why didn't I even think of that? And that's why I love it, you know? It just gets you thinking, you know? I love reading the comments. It really gets you thinking, answering the comments, and then just continuing to educate ourselves, you know? I live in America. I am an American, but the most I can do, you know, is educate myself. Be true to my morals. Be true to the Lord's morals. Never be nasty and cruel. Always be honest. Always honest and loyal, you know? Always trustworthy and helpful. And I'm going to forever stick by that. Not all Americans, you know, cause this. And it's a shame that even the ones that voted, they are finally now seeing the destruction. And I'm like, how blinded were you? How like unaware, clueless did you have to be? Did you have a googly eye or something like that? With glasses or something? How did you not see that? Since day one. Since day one. When Donald Trump first came into office, I was in the 7th grade. I was in the 8th grade. I was in the 7th grade. I was in the 7th grade. And I remember my social studies teacher. I don't know if he voted for him or not. Like I said, people be snakes. I don't know if he voted for him or not. But my social studies teacher always used to be talking about him, going on rants, you know. How we be having these videos and stuff. He used to be like that in class and everything, talking about this and that. And we just be conversating about it, you know. I just feel like I don't know. I'm kind of lost for words. I feel like my country's like ruined and destroyed. I remember literally when he first got in office. And it was calm. It was calm for like a few years. And then people reelected, thinking it's going to be the same thing. And this time he came with some bigger changes. Nope, we're doing this time. I'm running it. I'm like, oh. And I see this is the people's fault. Because y'all are the same ones complaining and talking about, oh, this is the world we live in. Or, oh, it's America. Or, this is my country. What are you talking about? You the one who voted. Be quiet. Is this your country? You the one who voted. Act like you care. Act like you care. You are the reason. You are part of the reason. But, you know, I'm tired of these people thinking like they vote don't matter. They over here thinking like, why do we have this going on in our world because of your ballot? What? What? Yours added up. Yours could have been that very one vote that's one by one. You could have been that very person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to hear it. Educate yourselves, my Americans. You see what I'm saying? Please, everyone, share your honest thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. I love this video. I love this speech. This topic, I want to go on a rant. Like, I could honestly rant on all day, you know, on this topic, but I'm not going to. This video is literally an hour long already, guys. This was great. Please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, turn all post notifications on. Feel free to share your honest thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. And feel free to include anything you feel that may have not been included in this video, or something you simply want to, you know, say with your chest. Include something that's on your mind. Drop it in the comments down below, and I will read the comments along with everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Please follow my Twitch and subscribe to all my other YouTube channels down below in the description of us basically reacting and continuing our journey, educating ourselves, you know, about all the other countries abroad. I love you all so much. Stay safe, and I hope to catch you all in the next reaction video.